In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing my Somnath Kakade tablas and the overall purchasing experience I had with him. So, when we get into Somnath Kakade, the first thing I'd like to say is my order process. Now, I had requested a 5 3/4 inch dia that could go from the scales of A to C, basically. Now, I don't believe this was the smartest choice at the time. I wanted something that I could play classical female vocals with, which is A to A sharp, usually. Sometimes does go down to G sharp, but in that A range. And then also, I wanted it to go to C so I could do some like basically solo playing as well, some accompanying with kathak and things like that. So I kind of wanted one tabla that could do it all. And I don't think that was possibly the best choice. And when it comes to holding the pitch, it's right now on 3 straps, but it really only goes up to B. Now, when it comes to the biome, I believe I asked for 4.5 kilograms. It may not weigh exactly that much, but it is quite close. But I will say it's taken a bit longer than I thought for this biome to settle in. But as it is settling in, I've gotten some of the best biome sounds in recordings that I have had so far in any recordings I've made. And that is another point I'd like to get to about Somnath Kakade's tablas. He told me actually when I was ordering them, he would send me videos of the manufacturing. He somehow knew that these would sound better when they're mic'd properly rather than with a cell phone mic that he was recording the videos with. And I believe he was quite accurate with that. They are the most transparent set of tablas that I've used so far. And when I mean transparent, I mean very open tone sounds. Nothing really muddled in with it, just really pure tone with it. Now, the resonance on the diam is, I think, the longest that I've purchased in any tabla so far. And overall, I'm really quite happy with how it turned out. Now, when I do order again, I will probably choose a smaller frequency range. For example, I probably will order a 5.5 inch, and I'll probably just want that to go from C sharp to D, not as such a wide range that I had asked before. So that would be the one thing I would do different. Now, another thing is the buzz sound. Now, this is something that has driven me crazy in the past. When you get a new tabla and over time it starts to buzz. Now, there's really nothing that I know you can do to solve this. I'm here in Texas, and maybe if you're in India, you can just take it to a manufacturer. They can fix it quite easily. But over here, it could be because of the humidity. We're near the Gulf of Mexico, but it seems that all of my dayas, no matter if they're Somnath Kakade, Haridas Vatkar, Kazim Khan, they do tend to start buzzing rather quickly. This could either be the humidity or because I do use a good bit of powder when I play. I still haven't narrowed that down. And also, when it comes to solving the buzz sound, I know there are techniques where you can use super glue and a magnifying glass and glue a piece of the syahi that's loose. But let's say you don't actually find the right piece and you glue, eventually you've basically ruined your dia. And what was the point of all of that to begin with if you were trying to fix your sound? So that's why I haven't really tried to fix the buzz or anything. I also think with possibly enough practice of derekete bowls and teredere and things like that, I can maybe flatten it out. It's more of a dream. I don't think that that may be possible, but I do hope, that with practice I could somehow iron out all the rough edges, let's say. So that's basically my thought on Somnath Kakade's tablas. I do highly recommend them. This was my first time buying from him, and I was quite excited by the whole process. He was great to work with, would always have time to chat, gave me great feedback, let me discuss different tabla players and how they get their specific sounds and things like that. So, really, I was quite pleased with working with him. Now, I believe it was the monsoon season at the time. This was a few months ago. So it was a little bit slow on the manufacturing process compared to maybe some others that people have used, but I don't really have a big issue with that. Another thing is that overall, the shipping was quite fast. It took roughly 4 to 5 days for it to come. And this has been the fastest shipping so far that I've experienced. But I do believe that this has now become the new standard for tablas when it comes to shipping internationally. But my last experience took about a month, and I believe even many years before that, it took even more than that. So I was quite impressed with that. So overall, I would highly recommend purchasing from Somnath Kakade. In no way am I endorsed or anything like that. This is purely my personal opinion. And also, talking in terms of the audio of these videos, I've paired them with DPA mics, and DPA is actually what the Darbar Festival uses. And in my opinion, they're also very transparent sounding. So pairing these together, in my opinion, has gotten me quite good results. And in the future, if you all would like, I'll even cover how I record the audio, what interface I use, software, plugins, all of that, and how I get it to sound the way I do. It's really not very complicated, and I'd be very willing to share. And that would be all for this video. This has been my review of Somnath Kakade tablas, and feel free to comment below anything else you'd like me to cover. Thank you.